Hey guys, today I want to show you how to harvest a gourmet garden salad from your kitchen garden. So I don't know about you, but I hear all the jokes about how salad is basically like the last thing most of us want to eat, but we all know we should be eating more, right? Like I have it on my list to eat a salad every single day, my list of to-dos. Eat a salad, Nicole, every day, and then I get around to like 11:30 or 12 and I just want a sandwich. Anybody else? Or like a quesadilla. I want like carbs and cheese. Anyway, today I want to show you how you can make a salad that isn't so blah, and you can grow it yourself. So this is late April here in my Chicago kitchen garden, and I don't yet have the sweet leafy greens ready to go. Those are a little bit slower to grow here in the Chicago area for spring, but I still have a ton of other greens. So I wanted to show you how I'm going to put together a salad that's really tasty. It's gonna have all the textures, crunchy and soft. It's gonna have sweetness, it's gonna have some color. It's just gonna be gourmet, and I am no gourmet like kind of person, right? So I am more of like a Taco Tuesday on repeat for my family. So I know you're gonna be impressed, and I know you're gonna love it, and I think it will inspire you to start growing more of your own salad greens. So what we're gonna start with is a good base. So I have these Napa cabbages, and I have another video I just made about pruning Napa cabbages to get the full head. And part of that is pruning the larger leaves that surround the base of the plant. So I'm gonna do that here for this salad. So I'm just cutting away the large leaves that are right on the edge of the plant. And I'm gonna actually just right here while I'm at it, I'm just gonna go ahead and slice these up. So that was my first one, but I'm gonna actually, for efficiency's sake, I'm gonna put several of these leaves together. Now what I like to do is while I'm cutting, I like to go ahead and slice it up the way I want it in my salad. That way, when it's time to, to wash and eat, I don't have to re-slice. I just found like this pest hiding on my, well, maybe that's just a seed. Okay, distracted, squirrel. Okay, so I've got all these cabbage leaves, and this is gonna be a nice base. So the Napa cabbage I like, it's not too bitter, and but it does add so much crunch to the salad, which I love. I love crunchiness. I don't know about y'all, but sometimes with like a spring mix, it just feels like I'm, chewing paper or something. I don't know, it's just too soft. So I'm gonna curl this up like so, and then I'm gonna slice it up like in ribbons. So that's gonna make it super easy to cut up into a salad, and it's a nice little base. So I'm just making the salad for myself, but you could absolutely add more to this if you wanna do this for your loved ones, your friends, your family, anybody you're trying to impress. All right, so that's the first, that's Napa cabbage, that's our base. Now we're going to do some red Russian kale. So this red Russian kale is here on the edges of my bed. You watch by June, July, these plants are gonna be giants. But right now they're fantastic for an early spring lunch. So I cut my kale leaves from the outside. All the new growth is happening on the inside of these plants. So what I like to do is go along, I've got about 8 plants here. So I try to go along the whole row and cut 1 leaf per plant. That way the plants can keep growing. I'm not stealing too much of their food makers, because these leaves are all what photosynthesizes for the plant. So I'm not stealing too much of their leaves, but I am getting enough for a tasty salad. So again, I'm gonna take these leaves. I actually like to eat the stems. I know some people wanna take the stems off, but I love the flavor of the crunch. And these have those things, what's the name of it? It's like antho something. The red color is like really good for you. I'll see if I can put it in the comments what it's called. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna cut these in like a ribbon style. That way it's just easier to chew. I find that this picks up the flavor of like a dressing or something better when you have like more surface area. Okay, so we've got our 2 base greens, and if you notice I haven't put any like typical, sweet lettuce on here yet. So I've got those two greens, and now I'm gonna start to add a couple of little other flavors. So I have some baby spinach here that's just getting started. I planted these kind of throughout the garden as some, you know, kind of just interplanted. So I'm just gonna harvest this. Again, I'm harvesting from the outside. So I'm just gonna harvest a couple of these baby spinach leaves. Nothing too impressive, but just to add that nutrients from the spinach. And then I'll see if I have, most of my other spinach plants aren't that mature yet, but at least I got a few, right? Oh, here's a couple more. So I'll put these little spinach leaves in there. Okay, boom, boom. Now this is all from one bed. This bed is 7 feet long by 2.5 feet wide. So it shows you how many greens you can grow, and this is just for one salad, right? So now we're gonna add some extra flavor. So I've got some parsley here, and I'm just gonna come in and cut the leaves here to add some extra flavor. Actually, you know what? I think this isn't parsley, this is celery. So the celery is just starting to take off. I don't have stalks of celery yet. You can see, I think this is celery. I'll have to look back at my planting plan. You can tell they're in the same family, right? That's why I'm confused. But either way, those greens are full of vitamin C, whether it's parsley or celery, doesn't really matter, and super good for you. Now I know this is parsley. That's what makes me think, I think these are celery. I'm 99.9% sure that those are celery. This is parsley. This is moss curled parsley. A lot of our clients with Rooted Garden, they've surprised me over the years, and they don't like curly parsley, but I love it. The flavor is like super crunchy. And my husband's grandmother was Armenian, and when we were dating, I had to go like impress her. And so anyway, she actually impressed me. Her cooking was phenomenal. And she would make these salads with like fresh greens and a ton of curly parsley. I'm talking a ton. And then fresh, she lived in California, in San Carlos, California, outside of San Francisco. She would put the curly parsley, fresh curly parsley, diced tomatoes, avocado, and then she would dress it in olive oil and lemon juice, salt and pepper. Y'all, that salad, that is when I started to believe in salad. So all that to say, curly parsley, I think, is a fantastic thing to add to your gourmet garden salad. All right, so we're pulling this together now. We've got some parsley on top. We've got our greens. Now I'm gonna put a little punch in there with some chives. So chives have been in this kitchen garden for years. These are one of the first things that come up in the spring. Super easy to grow. If you don't grow anything else in your garden, you have to grow chives. It's so, so easy. So I like to make them a little bit bigger. I don't know why, but that's what I do. So we got some chives. Then I just harvested making another video, we harvested some radishes. So I have these cute little French breakfast radishes. So I am going to, now I only have scissors here, but we're gonna eat the taproot, believe it or not. Let's see if I can cut these. I can. So exciting. So I'm just gonna cut these radishes straight into the salad. And believe it or not, these greens are edible too, and they're super nice and easy to eat. They're kind of like arugula at this point. So I'm gonna cut those up into there as well. So just a few radishes. I could harvest a few more, but that's what I'm gonna do for right now. And then the final crowning jewel of this little gourmet salad is I'm gonna put in some edible flowers. So I've got pansies growing here on the edges of my bed. These are cold hardy flowers. They're edible and they're so pretty. So I'm just gonna take a few of these, maybe a couple different colors. And as you harvest these flowers, it actually helps the plant push some more growth in. So super cute, 3 colors. Now, you know, people talk about edible flowers, but not many people talk about actually eating them. So sometimes I'll find that I don't love the taste of an edible flower. What I like to do is just break the petals up rather than having, you know, the whole thing. I feel like that would be a little, you know, it'd be like a little much to put in your mouth at once. You know what I'm saying? So I just break them up and it adds this beautiful color to the salad. And my friends, voila, look at this. So super early in the season here, really not a ton of growth yet. We're only like, I don't know, a month into the gardening season, not even. I know a lot of people here think I'm crazy to have already planted my garden because we still have a threat of frost. But I have made the most gourmet, delicious garden salad in just a few minutes. And I think it looks so good that I might actually want to eat this more than a sandwich. Maybe I'll eat a sandwich and this. I don't know. Compromise, you know what I'm saying? I hope this inspires you that you can go way beyond the box of spring mix at your local grocery store. I have a passion for growing greens and a vision that by 2030, all of us will have our own salad gardens, and we will not be shipping salad across the US like we do currently. Believe it or not, 98% of the US salad is grown in just 2 places, Salinas Valley, California, and Yumas Valley, Arizona. So 98%, that's why whenever there's like a, what's that called? Salmonella or E. coli, whenever those threats come for like romaine, that's the reason why the entirety of the US has all the romaine lettuce recalled. It's because all of it was grown in just a few places. But we can change that. That means less fuel usage for our food, less plastics and packaging, and more delicious goodness, more nutrition for ourselves. So I hope you'll take the challenge and grow your own gourmet salad garden. Listen, we have tons of resources to support you as you set up and grow your own salad garden. In fact, I have an entire course called Salad Garden School that walks you step by step to learn how to set up your own beautiful, delicious gourmet salad garden. So check it out below this video. Make sure you subscribe and watch me build salads all season long for my kitchen garden. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you next time.